Okay, this is Tainted Lumiere and inside the Monolith. Check the description for timestamps. We'll be doing all of the optional fights, including getting Journal 70, which has a Gold Chevalier and an Obscur in it. We'll be fighting the Clair Obscur as well, so check that out. If you've seen any of my other Tainted into the Monolith videos, we've swapped out Male for Sciel because they are weak to dark here. At least most of them are. The Obscur isn't, but that's okay because she has physical attacks as well. So we're going to be using Sciel's Chation with Card Weaver, which is a physical attack and allows us to play a second turn. And we're going to pair that either with Firing Shadow if it's like the Chevalieres, or Plentiful Harvest if it's a follow-up with the Obscur. And then Lune, we got our Trebuchet, our normal Trebuchet. And then we're mostly going to be using Mayhem, but if I end up with a couple of Earths, I might do a Thermal Transfer and convert those to Ice. And just mainly just get to go again kind of thing. It's the big thing. And then with Monoco, we've switched over to Chevalier Slash for my Agile Mask attack. It deals high physical damage to all enemies, because the Chevaliers are a step up, in my opinion, as far as difficulty goes from the earlier Tainted things. So this makes dealing with them a little easier. It will mark them all. You can get the Chevalier from Visages. It's the guy that floats around in the shell with the top hat on. It's all enemies and marks. We'll be doing that. Jar Lampstorm is an all as well. Damages all. And then Contortionist is an all enemy as well. As far as Pictos go, pretty much the same as what I've been having. I did add Inverted Affinity to all three, though, for here, simply because of the Gold Chevaliers. Can be, I'd rather not deal with them. I like to take them out in one turn. So that ups the odds of allowing that to happen, which is really nice. So, all right, here we go. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned that. Monoco's using his Dark. Upgraded skills are going to deal 30% more damage as well. So. Okay, we're starting on balanced, so we'll do Contortionist, which is damage to all. Go with Mayhem. Make sure it's on the gold, because she's the dangerous one. Okay, now we're going to do Card Weaver. Just do it on the middle, on the gold one. So now that Foretell has been applied to all three. You can do Firing Shadow. Damage to all. I think not. There we go. If you don't want to fight any, they don't have anything. These guys, like, have nothing, really. So it's just a matter of like getting the XP and stuff for it is really all that the point of this is, because none of them have like any weapon upgrades that I've noticed or anything like that. So you feel free to run past all of them if you want. I do like the jar. The jar Lampstorm's so funny. Mayhem. It really makes short work of these Gold Chevaliers. The game calls them ceramic, but it's the other ones that are ceramic. Alright, where are we going? We're going over to the left here. There it is.
Good
So
stuff.
recoat. This is useful. Let me get my resources up. Yeah, alright.
I don't understand. Verso? You okay?
Yeah, fine. Let's keep moving.
Starting on balanced, so we'll do contortionist, which is an attack all and balanced. Focus on the gold. Mayhem on the gold.
Prepare. Ready.
Card Weaver. I'll go ahead and do it on whoever has the most. I guess these both have the same amount.
The cards have spoken.
There we go. And then Firing Shadow on all. There we go. Okay, we're going to go down the right side. For 2 golds. Okay, we have a heavy. So we do jar, which damage to all.
A storm is coming.
Alright, it's 2 golds, and Mayhem only applies to 1. So I'm going to shoot once or twice and see if we can't get an ice, but we're going to use wildfire on these 2, actually. Maybe get a mark. Nice. Okay, wildfire. Just in case we don't kill them, it'll give them a damage stack at the start of their turn. So Card Weaver.
The cards have spoken.
Firing Shadow. Nice. Got a Resplendent from them, but only 2. Still. Good for upgrades. Alright, then behind her. And you can get this chroma without fighting her. She won't turn around. If you stay on this side, she won't turn around. So you can get this loot without fighting the 2 golds. No, wait. Previous. Color of Lumina. Alright, we're at the tree. We're gonna go right, but I want to look at one thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Journal 70 is east of the tree.
Great.
If we're lucky, we can get this in a round. You have to be first, though. Make sure you're first. Okay. Jar on everybody. One down. before. I'm actually going to do Mayhem. Actually, and I have enough left. Let's do Earth. Do Thermal Transfer because we got so many Earths. Alright, now we'll finish up with a Mayhem on the Obscure. Make sure it's on the Obscure. Okay, we're going to do Card Weaver, so we get to go twice. And this one doesn't really matter. We'll do a medium, or we can do a high. We'll just do a high, just for funs.
Your fate.
But as long as you get to go first, and you have this setup, you can totally get them all, like, in a single. Which is really nice. Color of Lumina.
Charlotte, 70. We finally installed the last set of grapple points, with only days to spare. And for the first time, I feel real hope. This is our gift, for all the expeditions to come. I am incredibly proud of our team. The interior of the Monolith is perhaps the harshest landscape we've encountered. Final set of grapple points were excruciatingly complex to place and required painstaking focus and skill. But we were bold. We were ambitious, and we refused to stop. There's no other group of people I'd rather be with, and it is an honor to die by their side. It is fitting that we greet our end together within the monolith that has loomed over us for so long. Though this Nevron has won the battle, the expeditions shall win the war. Tomorrow is here.
Okay. We're going to get the Breaking Attack Picto.
Great.
Color of Lumina. Okay, so over there is the Clair Obscur fight. There's one Clair, there's one Obscur, and then there's one that's blended. We've seen both the Clair and the Obscur before, and I will put their movesets in the description, and I'll probably timestamp a couple of their moves. Maybe not all of them, though. Depends. I will timestamp the new stuff, and the new stuff is the Clair Obscur blend and her attacks. She uses the Clair attack, and she uses the Obscur attack. The trick is knowing which one she's using, and it depends. She telegraphs which one she's going to use by her initial bend to either the left or the right. So if you look, when we see her and you look at her, you'll see that, if memory serves, the Clair is on the left side and the Obscur is on the right side. If she bends to her left, she'll show us the Clair side because it's her right side and she's bending to her left. But she's bending into the Obscur side, which means she'll be using the Obscur attack of 3 hits and a gradient. If she bends to her right, she'll show us the Obscur body half, but she's bending into the Clair half. So she's used the Clair attack, where both swords build up before the attack. So I'll try. My mouth might get it wrong, but the timestamps will get it right. We'll it that way. Because I see the Clair, and I might say Clair, and it'll be the Obscur, but the timestamps will override whatever my mouth says, if my mouth was wrong. So, just like fair warning for this. So, again, let's go ahead and heal up. The big ones here, we're going to end up using her Gradient attack, followed up by Sealed Fate, most likely. Her Gradient attack will apply a lot of Foretell. And so we'll probably use Sealed Fate unless there's some reason to use, like, Plentiful Harvest in the moment, or even Grim Harvest if I get hit. There's a good chance we'll get hit. Don't know. But again, the Mayhem, for the most part, and then his stuff. Chevalieres, the Agile, Caster, lightning damage. First, as far as Sciel goes, for her weapon, this is physical, and we will be aiming to get rid of the Obscur first. She is the most dangerous by applying Rage, and if things go well, we can get rid of her before she ever even goes. We just got rid of an Obscur going after Journal 70 in the first round. We should, in theory, be able to do that as well here. So then we'll do that. And you'll notice I don't have Mail, even though the Clair can protect its allies with shields. It's okay if that happens because she applies it to the blend, and we'll just get rid of the Clair next. So we'll be getting rid of the Obscur, getting rid of the Clair, and then focusing on the blend. So, alright. With any luck.
To bleed.
Okay, heavy is gonna go for everybody. We've got increased damage as well, along with our inverted damage. So. Okay, good start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mayhem, make sure it's on the Obscur.
Prepare.
And she's gone. Alright. Card Weaver is going to apply... We're going to target the Clair so that she'll take a little more damage.
The cards have spoken.
And we will get to go again. Because the Obscur is gone. Ciel's dark damage... The Clair will be weak to it, and the blend will just take regular damage. She's not resistant to, or she will not nullify the dark, so this is okay.
Eyes can't fly.
Okay, so which way she bends? The Obscur. And dodge, and then the Gradient. Both. Parry. Clair attacks. This is build up on both. Pause, dodge. Pause, dodge.
Let's.
Okay, so when the blend went for her attack, she bent to her left, which is the dark side, which is the Obscur side, which is why she used the Obscur attack of build up one sword, go, build up one sword, go, build up one sword, go, as opposed to the Clair attack. Okay, so we're in Twilight. We're going to go ahead and use Card Weaver again. Let's get to go twice. And we're going to use Firing Shadow one more time.
Eyes don't lie.
Claire's gone. Okay, now, did I get hit? No. Oh, I don't have enough. I only have 3. I should have used... What I should have done is probably Plentiful Harvest so that he would have more AP. So I don't have a balance, but we'll go ahead and use Chevalier Piercing because this is a 6 hit and it's a pretty good one. Even outside of its mass. So we still got 14,000 outside. So Weakening is a 1 hit. Build up, build up, build up, dodge.
A storm is coming.
Okay. Mayhem. Okay, which side is she leaning? She's leaning on Claire side, so that she's going to build up both. Dodge. Pause, dodge. Pause, dodge. Pause, dodge. Alright. Forgot about the pause. It's alright. We're alright. So we're going to use the gradient. We now have a gradient, and out of these 3 people, Sciel is my favorite. I feel like the Sciel gradient does the most damage. 20,000. Okay, now we're going to use, Plentiful Harvest, which is medium, but it's going to take that 17 for Tell and share it out as AP to the rest of them. Some of it anyway.
Yes.
All right, heavy. Do the jar. There we go. So we got hit once, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But I'm happy that I'll be able to timestamp both an Obscure attack and a Clair attack, both from the blend, so that you'll be able to visually tell them apart. So that was nice. So we got the Dreameso and the Breaking attack. The Breaking attack is really nice. Base attack can break. And due to what's after Tainted Lumiere, I do recommend, like, maybe even going to the flag and coming back out, because we're going to go ahead and master that. But I actually kind of want to go to the continent because it's worth upgrading at this point before the Renoir fight. But we'll talk about it later. Okay, what did we get? Why am I here? I'm like so confused. Oh yeah, Breaking attack. Base attacks can break. And then we got a weapon for him. Gain 1 rank on counterattack. 50% increased counterattack damage. And gain 2 AP on counterattack. So if you're really good at parrying, way better than me, you're going to like this weapon. And I'm going to go ahead and heal poor Monoco. Because we're not done. Job's not done.
Well,
and then we got the Lithelim. For Lune. 50% chance to generate a dark or light stain when consuming stains. Deal 50% more damage with skills per active dark stain. Plus 1 AP on consuming a light stain. And base attacks can consume 1 dark stain to deal 200% more damage. So lots of goodies. Okay, so now we have a Clair. Not yet, not yet. I'm busy talking. Don't attack yet. Alright, we have an Obscure and a Clair. We're going to do pretty much the same thing we just did with the overall Clair Obscure fight. With Sciel, we'll use Plentiful Harvest if we're going on the Obscure, but we're going to get rid of the Obscure first, and then we'll go after the Clair. Just make sure you're first. Okay, we're balanced, so I'm going to do Contortionist, which attacks all. Focus on the Obscure. Let's go. She has 5 AP left, so let's do thermal transfer so we get to go twice. We'll consume those 2 earth.
A storm is coming.
We fill that up. Mayhem.
Prepare.
So close. Alright, Card Weaver. We'll do it on the Obscure.
Your cards are squeaky.
She's down. We will do Plentiful Harvest on the Clair, because there's only one, so we don't need to attack all, and we'll get that 10 AP for Monoco. Some of it for Monoco.
I'll do it.
Okay, just gonna build up both swords. Don't forget to pause. Pause, dodge. Pause, dodge.
Let's pay.
Okay. Card Weaver again, so we get to play a second turn. And, because there's only one, we'll go ahead and do Sealed Fate. Oh, you know what? Just for fun. I just realized we had a gradient. Let's go ahead and do the gradient. I love that gradient. That's gotta be my favorite one they've got so far. At the moment. Although, why do we get polished? Resplendent, guys. Resplendent. Okay, so that's done. I don't think there's anything on the... Let me check my notes. Where's my resource notes? No, there's nothing on the left. There's one over here, though. There's a Resplendent over here. Oh, 2 golds. Brutal. Alright, I did not switch over to attack all for the lightning. Alright, we are not in Agile, but I'm going to mark them anyway. We're going to use Chevalieres Smash, which is the Visage guy in a shell with the top hat on. Still does good damage, and now they're marked. Who has more? We'll do Mayhem on the one who has more. Sort of even them out, if not fully. Yeah, at least even them out. Okay, Card Weaver. We're going to apply to this one. Doesn't matter, I guess. Get to go again. We'll do Firing Shadow. And hope it gets rid of both of them. Nice. Okay, Resplendent. Okay, so now what we're going to do, one, I'm going to rest. 2, we're going to fast travel. And the reason that we're going to fast travel out is because Breaking Attack is not mastered yet. And Renoir is in there, and it's kind of necessarily worth having. So we're just going to pick one where there's like some easy... We'll just do Meadows. Actually, Waters would probably have been better. Let me go to Waters. And we'll just do some, we'll do like 2 fights here. Although I don't, they probably don't care about dark. They're probably not weak to it, but...
My, what lovely feet.
Okay. Alright. Descender. Alright, we'll do thermal transfer on this guy. Get rid of him. And then we'll fill it up for another one. Yes. Okay, we'll do mayhem on the big guy. Should break him too. So close. Alright, Card Weaver. Let's do this guy. Nice. And then we'll do Sealed Fate. This should finish it off. Quick. Alright, we have one more, and then we'll master this, and then we can go back and finish. We'll end the level. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I don't go first. I don't like it when I don't go first. Summon Thunder, I'm so gonna get hit, because I never see this attack often.
I love a dance.
Alright, Card Weaver.
The cards have spoken.
Oh god, I did it on the wrong guy. Dang it. I wasn't even thinking. Alright, hang on. My brain. Where is my brain? My brain is in Tainted Lumiere. We'll do heavy on the big guy. It's not going to hit the little guy, but I don't want to waste... Well, he's got 8 AP. I take that back. He's got 8 AP. So it's fine. Not that it really matters, but... It's alright. It worked out. I can't believe I forgot. That was funny. Alright. Alright, so Breaking Attack is now mastered. And so now if you want to use it... Oh, we are going to do one more thing, though. There is one more thing. We're going to go back to the continent. And we're going to go into camp. And the reason we're doing this is because you just went through 7 or so tainted areas. And you picked up a lot of stuff. And you should use it to go ahead and upgrade your team to whatever it is that you want before you face Renoir. Because see, now we have 30 resplendent chroma catalysts that you can use to get everybody up to level, 17, 18, 19, whatever you want, whatever your team is going to be. So go ahead and do that, and I will choose mine, and I will be right back, and then we'll take the long way back in, and we'll end at the flag. Okay, let's head back. Make sure we're rested. Go ahead and grab this while we're here. If you write in it enough, you can get the Gustive skill, which I haven't done. I have on one file, but I haven't been able to get it on the others because I've been skipping journals. So make sure to write in the journal every chance you get. Now we have a little bit of a run ahead of us. Because this flag is just the end of the Monolith flag. It's just the Monolith, the Monolith flag. It doesn't connect with the tainted areas. Alright, I'm gonna head back to Tower Peak. And there we go. We'll go ahead and end Tainted Lumiere here. All of your pictos that we picked up should be all mastered. You're upgraded. All of the resplendent and the color of lumina that we've picked up in all of the tainted areas should all be used. Use them to upgrade for the Renoir fight. And things look good. You are ready for Renoir. So, there you go.